Welcome back to the channel, everyone. They are watching you. Yeah. People secretly are watching you. And the scary part of it is you don't know who is watching you. Could be your neighbors, could be your friends, family, at work, the gym, the grocery store. I know you get that sensation sometimes of just being watched, you know? I've always had that sensation of just like stalkerish type feeling. Somebody's always looking on me from wherever, and that's kind of a scary situation where you don't know the intent of people nowadays when it comes to watching you. You don't know what they have against you. You don't know who is for you. I don't know, if you've experienced that feeling, especially today where in 2026 up to this point, things have gotten worse, you know, and you can never truly be alone in today's climate. Because when you think you're just being productive, going about your everyday business, you're not troubling anyone, you're not a problem to anyone, you're not making anybody's life difficult, you're just living your truth. The sad reality is there's always going to be that one person, or like I always say, a group of people that tend to just not like you or need to keep score of your life. They need to put surveillance on you, especially if you have an aura about yourself, or you got some kind of, pull, or you easily get attention. There's going to be people who are jealous of that, people who don't want to see that because they feel inferior in a sense, or people who just want to be the center of attention and you're just not giving them that room, that space to be that, because you are making a situation for them where their insecurities come out whenever you come around, or your presence is just a threat to them. Mind you, you're not doing anything wrong, right? You're just being yourself. But folks in 2026 seems to do not want to see anybody with too much confidence walking around here. People nowadays do not want to see it, too much happiness in any one person. They don't want to see too much comfort in anybody, in any one person. So what they do, single you out and make it their point of duty to ensure that they can somehow be a block, somehow be a stumbling block to you, you know, and they try to figure out ways they can cut you down. They try to figure ways out where they can take away your sense of purpose, your sense of pride, and see how best they can keep you there so you can never get that mindset to progress too far ahead of them, you know. So they surveil you at work, the gym, the grocery store, and just simply being in the public's eye, you become a target of surveillance. Because once you're born with an aura that speaks for itself, and you don't have to do much talking, people are gonna hate you for that, you know. And if they don't hate you for that, they secretly envy that kind of personality trait about yourself. And you cannot, in 2026, be comfortable just being who you are freely. They'll never, society doesn't allow that. So they don't applaud for that. They don't cheer for that kind of mentality. You're not supposed to be strong. You're not supposed to go against the grain. You're not supposed to be outspoken. You're not supposed to be too hyped up about yourself. You're supposed to be low. You're supposed to be inconsistent, just defeated overall. You're not supposed to be, you're just not supposed to exude any kind of dominance in life. And that's messed up. And there's nothing much you can do about it because people will always be people. People will always be themselves. That's what you can count on people to be, themselves. And you can ignore it, but then just know it will keep coming once you live on this earth with people who you have to share space with. You have anything about yourself that speaks too loud, you're gonna expect the evil to come out of people, the hate, the envy, the grudge. But the good thing about it is, the only positive about that is, if you look at it from the perspective of, you know what, whatever they throw at me, I'm gonna take that and use it as my energy source to keep going, then you got something to work with. Many people don't really recover from it when they do realize that they were being watched, and some people gang stalked, some people, targeted individuals when they're faced with their direct, with a direct threat. People, many don't return from that attack in one piece. You have to be mentally strong. You got to be ready for what the world throws at you if you're the type of person who you are special, you're productive, you are somebody who you don't need the world's validation. You don't need to follow the world. You don't need to follow society. You're different. You're going to need that mindset to say, okay, no matter what they throw at me, I'm going to keep being me. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep being myself. I'm going to keep doing what I do best, whatever that is. And then let the rest fall in its place. Because nobody truly wants to see anybody rise above and do better than them, right? So they watch you. So just be cognizant of the fact that people are watching you. People are watching you. They're never ever going to stop, because that's society on a whole. That's the easiest thing for people to do behind curtains, closed doors. They're listening to your conversations whenever they get an opportunity to do it. And they want to see your life in 3D, high definition, because you do not subscribe to society's norms. You're different. You operate different. You're on a different frequency, right? And if that's the situation with you, then expect to be watched and judged. Whether it be in a good way or a bad way, you are going to be judged more than the person who tries to fit in, who tries to just follow society's directions and not try to push against the grain. You're going to be watched more than anybody else. and make people uncomfortable. You're at the gym, you're working on your physique, and you got somebody watching you in the gym, studying your routines, copying your routines, and then make it seem as if they're the ones who is doing this split and how many exercises that they stole from you, and never know they go around maybe but they're probably members of the gym who are in a clique, because in the gym there are cliques too, and they may spread rumors about you following their routine, or you're in the gym copying them and stalking you in the gym. That happens too, you know. Same thing in the workplace. You're doing your job, and the supervisor somehow sees that you got that aura about yourself and how you work, how you get everything done, and they cannot easily find anything to get you out the workplace. So what they do, they may copy you, or they low key hate you, but they have to be watching you to do all that. So now that's where you're stopped. You're hunted, you're prey to them, because they gotta find a way. You're too good. You're great. So they cannot afford for that to be the norm, you know, and society will not allow that too long. So even if you got away with it for a while, best believe somebody somewhere is coming for you, because society does not reward genuine people. Society doesn't reward people who have real contributions to the world in a positive way, you know? It's all about the aesthetics, what looks like. But if you're the real deal and you are the real whatever it is that people pretend to be, oh yes, they're gonna watch you. You're gonna be stopped, actually. And you never know who represents who, that's gonna have their eye on you. Could be somebody from the government, could be somebody who is in higher elite spaces, who just for somehow, no matter how much they have, how much they possess, how much richer than you they are, your aura is more expensive. And what they have now becomes cheap, because you carry the real value, like gold, of what they would love to have, but they cannot get it because they've spent so much time being fake, being liked, being validated by the world, being validated by society and whole, that they don't have any true personality to share. So there you come around trying to be Mr. and Mrs. Exquisite. Of course they're not going to like you. Of course they're going to want to see what else is there to you. And why is it you have that natural aura about yourself? And what makes you think you're so special? And why you are deviating from what everybody else is supposed to be? Sheeps too. You're supposed to be a sheep. Why aren't you following the herd? Your goats. Why are you going to be watched? Neighbors, especially neighbors, gotta be careful. If that's the way you live, that's where you spend next to your job. That's where you spend most of your life, if wherever you live. So best believe they're watching you more than anybody else at your residence. They're looking, they're monitoring, they're counting, they're just watching every move. And when you least expect it, they can readily create a hostile environment for you if they hate you. Granted, you're not that person who is creating a hostile environment for somebody else. But yeah, you are being watched. But you just got to keep moving, keep your head up, and do what you know you need to do and stay ahead of the game. All right? So, knowing this, be careful out there. It's 2026, people are on the edge. Um, Nobody is really, not everyone, but most people today, they're not thinking rationally. So be careful out there, man. And that's the video. So I see you. Oh yeah, and leave it in the comment section. Tell me, do you feel like you're being watched? You know, and how do you deal with it? Right? So I see you in the next one. Peace, guys.